Welcome to Local Matters. Today we begin with an uplifting event orchestrated by the Plymouth Philharmonic, BID Plymouth, the Plymouth Chamber, and the Center for Active Living. Julie invited Michelle Brady, Deb Shopperly, Kim Corbin, and Amy Naples via Zoom to tell us more.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Good morning, ladies. So good to see you all here today. Michelle, let's start with you and talk about the Senior Appreciation Day, what it involves, and how it came to be.
Sure. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for hosting us. So Senior Appreciation Day, Plymouth 2020, September 15th. You know, it's a day to celebrate and acknowledge seniors in our town, particularly during this pandemic. Our goal is to honor, acknowledge, and appreciate this robust population in our community, almost 22,000 strong if the 2020 census remains accurate. There will be a 3-route honor parade starting at the Center for Active Living from 1 to 1:45, on to Beth Israel Deaconess from 1:30 to 2:15, ending at the Chamber of Commerce from 2 to 2:45 p.m. At each parade site, seniors will be met with celebration, be given gifts and tokens of appreciation to show our gratitude for their strength and resiliency during this time. There'll be a raffle ticket given. Local businesses are donating. It's just a cool event. One of the notable events kicking off on this day is Operation Senior Serenade. And I have to give a shout out to Dee Dee Rondeau from the Housing Authority for collaborating with us on this awesome event. I'm sure Kim will have more on that. But to answer you, Julie, I got a call one day from an angel over at BID. Her name is Deb. And her and I kind of came together and she said, I'm worried about senior isolation. And I said, you know what? So am I. So let's brainstorm. Let's come together. Let's figure out a way that brings celebration and fun to seniors. We're working with our municipality and select board to welcome their participation. And we have requested an official proclamation to honor September 15th as Senior Appreciation Day in the town of Plymouth.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for that overview. Now, let's talk about the Senior Serenade. And Kim Corbin, talk to me about that and how the Phil is involved.
Okay. Michelle reached out to me because we have partnered with the Center for Active Living in programs in the senior housing projects in the past. And we weren't able to do that this spring because of the pandemic. So we did have a little bit of money that was designated by an anonymous donor for senior programming. So we're able to bring music to the seniors where they can remain socially distant. And basically what we're going to do is our brass quintet will perform 15-minute sets all around the senior housing projects. They'll do 15 minutes on one side of the building, move to the other side of the building, do 15 minutes there, move to the other side, do 15 minutes. And seniors can open their windows, go out on their balconies, whatever way they want to enjoy the music. And they'll be able to enjoy it straight from there without compromising their safety in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, that is simply wonderful. That is just terrific. Now, I know that it's a really hard time for people to be in the arts right now, especially musicians. Can you just briefly talk about how this has affected them, how this pandemic has affected you, especially your musicians at the Phil?
Well, of course, our musicians are affected more than anybody in our organization because they are paid when they do concerts. And right now we're unable to do any concerts. So, although the musicians that are doing this program will get paid, for the program, the benefit to doing something like this, not only because they get to perform and they get to present this program to the seniors, is that we get to stay in front of our public and let them know that we're still around. It's interesting, we did a Zoom call with all of our musicians, and Stephen Karadianis, our conductor, went around the Zoom and asked all the musicians how they felt about this and how it's affecting them. And, we expected everyone to talk about how it's affecting them financially, because we know that's happening. Because not only are our performances canceled, but any of them that they do, because they typically perform with more than one group. But no, that's not what they talked about. What they talked about is how they miss performing with each other and for the public. That was just so heartwarming to hear that.
And it's so obvious when you see them perform together. They're more than a team. They're more than an orchestra. They are a life force that works together and affects the audience as much as they affect each other. So that's wonderful. I'm so glad they're going to be able to do this. Now, Deb from BID, how was BID get involved with this? Michelle said that you reached out to her initially about senior isolation. Can you talk about what motivated you?
Sure. Part of my role is to ensure that the hospital meets the unmet health needs of the communities that we serve. And Plymouth, obviously, being one of the largest, and seniors are going through a very difficult time and are being affected by, mental health and physical health. And so I was thinking, who best to reach out to than Michelle at the Plymouth Center for Active Living. And I gave her a call and we started to brainstorm about ideas on how we could bring joy to the seniors and make them feel like we care about them and that we appreciate them. And I brought up music and how I know music has played a role in my life. And I thought, what a great way, how can we bring music to them? And then Michelle came up with the great idea of bringing music to the senior complexes. And then she called Kim at the Phil to see how, if Kim would be interested in having her players play for the seniors, hence the Senior Serenade. So we're extremely excited about it. And my role has been really handling the marketing, which is contacting the media and putting together some promotional information for the residents of the senior complex.
Right. Let everybody know this is happening. Yeah, so important that everybody knows about it. That's wonderful. And Amy, the Chamber, which always has its hands in almost everything to do with Plymouth or anything that goes on, how is the Chamber and local businesses going to support this?
Yes, once we heard about Senior Appreciation Day, we couldn't help but get involved. Our business community is well aware of how important the seniors are in our community and how they impact our local economy. So they also want to support and say thank you and let them know how appreciated they are. And they're going to be offering special discounts to seniors, special promotions. They're going to be donating some amazing raffles from our local businesses to the seniors to kind of give them a little bit of joy and excitement and be able to patronize their business.
That's wonderful. So everyone's involved in this. Soup to nuts, there's a lot of people involved in the Senior Appreciation Day. And Amy, just before we leave you, can you talk a little bit about your Waterfront Festival pop-up event? Because that's going to be happening shortly after this.
Yes, we have a Waterfront Pop-Up, which we are very excited about. It is an artisan marketplace. So it is a small, very similar to a farmer's market. However, for local artisans, we know that that industry has certainly been impacted severely during this time. So we have some activities and events happening. We're going to have a cruise night on September 17th. From 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. On the waterfront. And then our pop-up, which will be the Artisan Marketplace, will take place on Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 9 to 2 p.m.
Wonderful. Just another thing that we can look forward to. Okay, that's great. So the Senior Appreciation Day will be September 15th. I hate to ask this, but rain date, weather date, anything? Or are we just going to say, nope, it's going to be a beautiful day? Michelle?
We absolutely have a rain date. The Serenade part of the event will be actually on the 15th and the 17th. Okay. It will take place over 2 days. So the rain date for that is September 29th and October 1st.
Okay, great. So just in case, because we don't want anybody to miss this. This sounds like a wonderful event. And more information can be found where? What's the best place for people to go?
Well, people can go to the town website, www.plymouth-ma.gov. They can go to, it will be in our newsletter, it will be in our constant contact, it will be in the Old Colony, it will be put everywhere this week. as well as through our partners will also be marketing this.
Clearly, and each of you will market to your own groups and organizations and memberships, which is wonderful. Ladies, thank you so much. What a great idea. What a wonderful initiative. And you're right, the seniors deserve this. They're the ones that we really, really need to think about all of the time during this pandemic. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Back to you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Julie. Michelle, Deb, Kim, and Amy, you are all wonderful examples of people working to make life in our community better for all of us. And to learn more about the Waterfront Pop-Up, an artisan marketplace happening on September 18th and 19th, visit the Plymouth Chamber website. Every year, high school seniors heading to college face their first obstacle, composing a 650-word essay for the Common Application. Deciding what you want colleges to know about you and what makes you a unique and attractive candidate is stressful. To help, the Boston Public Library is offering a free 2-session online seminar to learn the do's and don'ts of an essay that is honest, revealing, and memorable. A variety of writing exercises and live commentary from trained, qualified library staff will give you tools necessary to end the course with at least the beginnings of a working draft to get you on your way. This college essay basic training will be conducted via Zoom on September 15th and 16th at 4 p.m. and will use Google Classroom tools. To learn more, message course instructor Chris Jacobs at cjacobs@bpl.org. The second obstacle for seniors heading to college is honestly the most important: how to pay for it. Jonathan Hughes, Associate Director of College Planning and Education at Massachusetts Educational Financing Authority, is hosting a free program via Zoom for teens, adults, and parents on September 14th at 6 p.m. MEFA's mission is to help Massachusetts students and families access and afford higher education and reach financial goals through education programs, tax-advantaged savings plans, low-cost loans, and expert guidance. This program, aptly titled Paying for College, is part of a series of programs focusing on personal finance and financial literacy for adults and teens, presented by the Kingston Public Library. Visit the KPL website to register. One of the hallmarks of the early months of COVID-19 is that all of us looked a little more shaggy. As barbershops and hair salons were able to reopen, the workplace safety standards they had to adhere to have been some of the most stringent. The local scene checked in with 3 Broke Girls Salon in North Plymouth to see how they've been adapting.
We have to use disposable aprons and capes, and we have to wear a mask and gloves and goggles, so it's a lot. And we have to set aside an extra half an hour each client to clean and make sure everything's disinfected for the next customer.
Julia was our customer for a long time at our last salon, and we mentioned the idea of opening a salon, and he actually explained that he builds salons and that he would help us to start this salon.
He had weekly dinners with us.
Weekly dinners.
We met with him every week, and we just paid for the food. That was it. He didn't want anything from us.
He did it all from the kindness of his heart.
Yeah, he found this place for us. He acted as if he was like our lawyer through it all.
We see Julia once a month. He comes in to visit us and checks on us also. So once COVID started, the numbers started rising, we was very nervous. So we actually closed the salon before most people close their businesses. Because I have a son at home that has only one lung and it's compromised, so if I got it or she got it, I could potentially bring it home to my son. So, and we also have a lot of elderly customers that we're also fearful for. So we took it upon ourselves to close early, kind of before they said to, out of safety. Being shut down and closed for 4 months was very frightening, especially starting a new business and then trying to save the business so you can stay open. That's been very difficult.
People like emailing us and telling us that they have doctor's notes, they don't have to wear a mask. And we're like, well, you can't come here.
Yeah,
we can't accept that.
That's been one of the challenges, definitely, is trying to explain, well, you know, we have compromised people at home, so you need to be in a mask when you come in, unless you can't come in. And sometimes you feel bad because customers have different views, definitely different views on things, and, you know, we just have to say sorry, but these are our protocols, and if we don't follow them, we will be shut down. So
also, I feel like if everyone just did what they're asked to do, then this would be over in a couple weeks. And even if there's a 1% chance this is real and you're a conspiracy theorist, just put the mask on.
yes.
You know, just do it for that.
For
you
someone
know?
else, even
yeah,
if
you
it's
don't do
not
it for yourself.
You do it for other people around you that are compromised. It's just the right thing to do to save lives.
Yep. 3 Broke Girls is kind of turning into a spa. We're actually, we've expanded and we have exciting things coming. We have a red light therapy bed coming, which it's a different light for each part of you and fixes, I don't know. Collagen. Yeah.
The red light therapy
I don't know.
bed,
You
it's
do
amazing.
it.
And we're also going to add massage and facials. So we want to, you know, turn, instead of just a hair salon, turn it into a spa.
Right. So exciting things to come.
Thank you, Sheree and Dana, with a feature of stylist Alyssa, who took our own Max Berger from shaggy to chic. The Duxbury Women's Series continues as high school senior Ani Flaherty leads a discussion on life learning and leadership with Dr. Kelly Armstrong, president of Salve Regina University in Newport, Rhode Island. It's on September 18th at 10 a.m. via Zoom. Visit the Duxbury Senior Center Facebook page to register. Join local Boston authors Joseph Nevins, Surin Moodlier, and Eleni Makrakis for a virtual talk about their timely new book, A People's Guide to Greater Boston. Hosted by the Boston Public Library, this September 16th event will run from 6 to 7 p.m. and reveal our region's vibrancy in ways that traditional guidebooks don't. This guide takes readers to sites of oppression, resistance, organizing, and transformation in Boston and outlying areas. From Lawrence and Lynn to Concord and Plymouth, this talk will highlight the tales of places and people involved in movements to abolish slavery, to end war and militarism, to achieve native sovereignty, racial equity, gender justice, and sexual liberation, and to secure workers' rights. To register for this fascinating and educational take on this one-of-a-kind guide to our one-of-a-kind region, visit the library's website. The Massachusetts Senior Medicare Program wants to help you protect yourself from Medicare fraud, which loses up to $90 billion of our tax dollars each year. Representative Deb Clark, together with the Plymouth Center for Active Living, invite you to join in a discussion via Zoom or phone on how to prevent and report healthcare errors. This free workshop will also discuss the new Medicare cards, the numbers of which are now random and no longer include your Social Security number. Learn some tools to protect yourself from becoming victim to deceptive marketing and medical identity theft. It's on September 14th at 10 a.m. To reserve your seat or learn more, please contact Beth Hatfield, Activities Coordinator at the Plymouth Center for Active Living at 508-830-4230. It's now more important than ever to maintain your health, whether that means booking your appointment for your yearly checkup or keeping up with your shots. Starting September 9th, the Pembroke Council on Aging will be holding flu and blood pressure clinics where residents, not just seniors, are welcome to get their flu shot and/or have their blood pressure taken. Following the 9th, clinics will also be held on September 17th, 23rd, 30th, as well as October 7th and 19th. Appointments can be made by calling 781-294-8220. Make sure to bring your insurance card and your mask. Dress your little one for the weather and join the South Shore Science Center for a leisurely guided walk to discover the wonders of the Norwell location's woods, garden, ponds, and more. Investigate the change in seasons as you explore the outdoors with one of their environmental educators. The fun and learning takes place on September 16th from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Visit the website to register. The Race Amity Committee of the Duxbury Interfaith Council and the Duxbury Free Library invite you to a free community watch party of the movie Selma on September 16th from 7 to 9:15 p.m. In this film, David Oyelowo portrays Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and follows his 1965 epic march from Selma to Montgomery and the civil rights efforts which culminated in President Lyndon Johnson signing the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Follow up this event on September 23rd from 7 to 8 p.m. with Community Conversation, a series designed to address complex topics in a sensitive and inclusive manner. The Duxbury Race Amity Committee's mission is to educate the community about the rich tapestry of America's history in order to engage in meaningful public discourse on race relations while charting a course toward friendship and unity. To register for one or both of these events, visit the Duxbury Free Library website. And for more information, contact S. Gunnarsson at ocln.org. Erica is here with an update on the schools.
Every year, the Plymouth Public School System holds an opening day to welcome students, faculty, and staff back to campus for a brand new school year. Due to the pandemic, this year's opening day was done virtually and was met with much emotion as staff brought together 75 talented students to take part in a beautiful performance of Jason Mraz's hit song, I Won't Give Up. Oh, and just a warning, make sure to have some tissues handy.
When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love, still looking up. And when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. Even the stars, they burn, some even fall to the earth. We got a lot promise that I can't make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools we got here. We got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we didn't temper us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I got and what I'm not and who I am. Don't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. Still looking up, still looking up. I won't give up on us. God knows I'm tough enough. Yeah, we've got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up.
That was amazing. Back to you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Erica, and to the tear-inspiring students of the Plymouth Public Schools. And thank you for watching this episode of Local Matters, which is a production of the local scene of PAC TV. Visit our website at pactv.org/local scene for a complete list of resources mentioned in this show. Follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook to keep updated on the ways that we celebrate our differences, support each other in our hardships, and come together to achieve our common goals. From all of us at PAC TV, have a happy and safe week. We'll see you next time.